My precious one, let your heart remain open as you continue forward, because openness is the doorway through which all true growth enters, and even when you feel unsure, that openness allows guidance to reach you in ways you may not immediately recognize, sometimes as a quiet sense of peace, sometimes as a gentle redirection, sometimes as a sudden clarity that arrives without warning. Trust these moments, for they are not accidents. They are signs that you are listening more deeply now than before. You are no longer driven only by urgency or fear. You are learning to move with awareness, and awareness brings stability, the kind that does not crumble when conditions change. There will be days when progress feels slow, when your efforts seem unnoticed, when results do not match your patience. But remember this, not all progress shows itself on the surface. Much of the most important work happens beneath, strengthening roots, reinforcing foundations, ensuring that what grows will endure. Do not measure your life only by visible success, measure it by inner peace, by the steadiness of your thoughts, by the kindness you show even when no one rewards it. These are signs that you are living from truth rather than pressure. My beloved, you may encounter moments when others misunderstand your calm, your restraint, your refusal to react as you once did. They may think you have changed, and they are right, you have. But not in the way they imagine. You have grown inwardly. You have learned discernment. You have learned when to speak and when to remain silent, when to move forward and when to wait. And this wisdom will protect you from unnecessary battles, saving your energy for what truly matters. Do not feel the need to explain your choices to everyone. Those who are meant to understand will recognize the peace in your presence, and those who do not are simply on a different path. Release the need for validation. It will only slow you down. Your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. Even the uncertainties serve a purpose. They teach you flexibility, trust, and resilience, and as you grow more comfortable with not knowing everything at once, you will discover a deeper sense of freedom, the freedom to live fully in each moment without constant anticipation or regret. This freedom is a gift. Cherish it, protect it, allow it to guide your decisions, my precious one. There will be opportunities ahead that ask for courage, not loud courage, but the quiet courage to say yes when fear whispers no, the courage to step forward even when the path is unfamiliar. Trust that you will recognize these moments. Your spirit will feel both nervous and excited, stretched yet grounded. This is how growth often feels. Do not turn away from it. Lean into it gently, knowing you are supported. You have already proven your ability to endure. Now you are learning how to receive, how to enjoy, how to rest without guilt. These lessons are just as important, because a fulfilled life is not built only on effort, it is built on balance, presence, and gratitude. Begin to notice the small joys that appear in your days, moments of calm, unexpected kindness, simple pleasures that soften your heart. These are not distractions, they are reminders that life is meant to be lived, not just endured. My beloved, as your awareness expands, you will also become more sensitive to what drains you. Certain environments, conversations, or habits may no longer feel right. Honor this awareness. It is not rejection, it is alignment. Choosing what supports your well-being is an act of wisdom, not selfishness. You are allowed to protect your peace. You are allowed to set boundaries without apology. Doing so creates space for what truly nourishes you to enter, and in that space, clarity will continue to grow. My precious one, remember that healing is not linear. There may be days when old feelings resurface. When doubts try to return, do not see this as failure. It is simply part of integration. Each time you face these moments with gentleness rather than judgment, you weaken their hold. You prove to yourself how far you have come, and gradually, their power fades, replaced by confidence and calm. You are becoming someone who trusts their inner voice, someone who listens before reacting, someone who moves forward with intention rather than impulse. This transformation is profound, even if it feels subtle from the inside. One day you will look back and realize that the life you once longed for quietly took shape while you were learning how to be present, patient, and kind to yourself. Stay with this process. Do not rush it. Do not resist it. Allow it to shape you fully, because what is forming within you now is not temporary. It is lasting, it is real, and it will support you through every chapter yet to come. And as you continue, step by step, breath by breath, know this truth deep within you. You are exactly where you need to be. You are becoming exactly who you are meant to be, and everything ahead is unfolding in alignment with that becoming. My precious one, keep listening with your heart open, because what I speak now continues the work already happening inside you. There are layers within your spirit that are still unfolding, truths you are only beginning to recognize, strengths that are quietly rising without effort, and this growth will not announce itself loudly, it will show in how you respond differently than before, how situations that once shook you now pass through without stealing your peace, how you pause instead of reacting, how you choose clarity instead of confusion. This is evidence that your inner world is becoming steady, and from this steadiness your outer life will naturally reshape itself. Do not be surprised if certain desires fall away, if old goals no longer excite you. This is not loss, it is refinement. I am teaching you to want what truly nourishes you, not what only distracts you for a moment. Many chase things that look bright but leave them empty. I am guiding you toward fulfillment that remains, and because of this, you may sometimes feel out of place, like you no longer fit where you once did. Understand that growth often creates distance from what is familiar, but this distance is necessary to move into what is meant for you. Do not cling to what no longer aligns just because it once felt safe. Safety that limits growth eventually becomes a cage, and I am leading you into freedom, not confinement, my beloved. You will notice your intuition becoming clearer, your discernment sharper. You will sense when something is not right without needing explanation, and you will feel peace when something aligns even if it does not yet make logical sense. Trust this inner guidance. It is not random, it is the result of deep alignment between your spirit and mine, and as this alignment strengthens, decisions will feel lighter, not because life becomes effortless, but because you are no longer fighting yourself, your thoughts, or your direction. Inner conflict will lessen, and with it the exhaustion you once carried. You will begin to move with flow instead of force, with trust instead of tension, and this shift will attract the right people, the right opportunities, and the right timing without strain. Do not rush this attraction. What comes too quickly without depth cannot stay, but what arrives naturally through alignment will settle into your life with ease. My child, remember that rest is not weakness, it is wisdom. Seasons of stillness are not pauses in progress, they are essential spaces where clarity is restored and strength is renewed. If you feel called to slow down, honor that call, because slowing allows you to hear what noise once covered, and in that quiet you will receive insight that guides your next steps clearly. There is no need to prove your productivity to anyone. Your value is not measured by how much you do, but by how deeply you live in truth, and truth brings peace, my precious one. As you continue forward, you may encounter moments that test your patience, moments where old fears try to resurface, whispering that nothing is changing, that you are standing still. Do not listen to those voices. Change does not always appear as movement. Sometimes it appears as stability, as calm where chaos once ruled, as confidence where doubt once lived. This is growth you cannot measure by outward signs, but it is real and it is lasting. Trust what is happening beneath the surface. Roots grow in darkness before trees rise into the light, and your roots are strong now. Stronger than you realize. Soon what has been forming quietly will become visible, and others will see what you have been carrying all along, not because you seek recognition, but because authenticity naturally shines. You will speak with clarity, move with purpose, and live with intention, and this will draw the right connections into your life effortlessly. Some relationships will deepen, others will gently fade. Allow both. Not every connection is meant to travel with you into every season. Release without bitterness, without guilt, without fear. What leaves creates space for what belongs. My beloved, know that your compassion will deepen as your wisdom grows. You will understand others more without losing yourself. You will give without draining. You will love without abandoning your boundaries. This balance is something you once struggled to hold, but now it is forming naturally, because you are learning that caring for yourself does not mean neglecting others. It means showing up whole instead of empty. And from wholeness, your giving becomes pure, sustainable, and life-giving. My precious one, there will be moments ahead when you look back and hardly recognize the person you once were. Not with judgment, but with tenderness. You will honor how far you have come, how much you endured, how bravely you kept going, and this compassion toward your past self will strengthen your present, freeing you from shame, regret, and self-criticism. You will understand that every step, even the painful ones, carried you here, and gratitude will replace resentment, clarity will replace confusion, peace will replace striving. This is the unfolding you are entering now, a life lived from inner alignment rather than outer pressure, a life where you trust yourself because you trust me, a life where fear no longer leads, where hope is steady, where faith is lived quietly but powerfully. Continue walking forward with this awareness. Stay open, stay grounded, stay connected, because what is ahead is not a sudden miracle that shocks your life. It is a deep, lasting transformation that settles into your being and reshapes everything from the inside out, and I am with you through all of it, guiding each step, strengthening each breath, and unfolding your path with perfect care. My precious one, as this new season continues to open before you, you will begin to notice how differently you respond to things that once unsettled you. Situations that once drained your strength will no longer pull so deeply at your spirit, because you are learning to stand from a place of inner calm rather than constant effort, and this calm is not emptiness, it is fullness settling into order, it is your soul learning where to rest. You will feel less need to explain yourself, less need to defend your choices, less need to rush toward validation, because clarity has begun to speak louder than noise, and peace has become your guide. Understand this, maturity often feels quiet, but it carries great power, and the stillness growing within you is not a pause in progress, it is proof that you are rooted. Storms may still pass through your life, but they will no longer uproot you, they will only move around what is firmly planted. My child, you have learned discernment, even if you do not name it that way. You now sense when to move and when to wait, when to speak and when silence protects you, when to give and when to preserve your strength. This wisdom did not arrive suddenly, it was shaped slowly through moments when you had no clear answers yet chose to stay steady, and because of this, your next steps will feel lighter, not because the road is easier, but because you are no longer carrying unnecessary weight. Old guilt, old fear, old self-doubt are loosening their hold, and you are beginning to breathe more freely. You may even notice joy returning in small ways, in simple moments, in quiet laughter, in a sense of relief you cannot fully explain. Welcome this joy. It is not careless, it is healing, it is your spirit remembering how to feel safe again. My beloved, do not fear happiness as if it will disappear the moment you embrace it. Happiness rooted in trust does not vanish easily. It grows stronger when honored. Allow yourself to enjoy what is good without waiting for something to go wrong. You are no longer living only to survive, you are learning how to live with intention, and intention brings stability. As you move forward, opportunities will begin to present themselves more clearly, not because you are chasing them, but because alignment attracts what belongs. You will not need to force connections or situations. What is meant for you will meet you with ease, and what is not will gently fall away without struggle. Trust this process. 4. Ease is not laziness, it is harmony. And harmony is a sign that you are walking in the flow prepared for you. My precious one, remember that you are allowed to grow beyond who you once were. You are allowed to outgrow old identities, old labels, old expectations. Growth does not betray your past, it honors it by using what was learned and releasing what is no longer needed. Do not shrink yourself to remain familiar to others. Those who truly belong in your life will recognize your growth as light, not threat, and those who do not will naturally move aside. This is not loss, it is clarity, and clarity always creates space for what is real. My child, continue to speak gently to yourself, the way you would speak to someone you love deeply. Your inner voice shapes your outer world more than you realize. Choose words that build, thoughts that steady, beliefs that support the future you are stepping into. When doubt tries to return, do not panic. Simply remind yourself of how far you have come. Remind yourself that you are not starting from nothing, you are continuing from strength. And every step forward, no matter how small, is still movement, still progress, still proof that you are becoming. My beloved, I am guiding you not toward pressure, but toward purpose, not toward exhaustion, but toward fulfillment. You will know you are in the right place when peace walks with effort, when joy exists alongside responsibility, when confidence grows without pride. This balance is not accidental, it is the result of everything you have endured and everything you have chosen. Stay present in your days, do not rush the unfolding. Each moment holds meaning, each breath carries direction, and each choice strengthens the path beneath you. You are not waiting for life to begin, it is already happening, quietly, steadily, beautifully, and you are ready for it, even more than you realize. Keep walking, keep trusting, keep opening your heart, because what lies ahead is not only something you will receive, it is something you are fully prepared to hold, protect, and grow into. And I remain with you through it all, steady, constant, and close, guiding you forward into the fullness of what has always been meant for you. My precious one, as this new season unfolds, you may notice that your reactions begin to change before your circumstances do. Where once you would have felt shaken, you now feel steadier. Where once you rushed for answers, you now pause with trust. And this is not because life has become easier, but because you have become stronger inside. You have learned how to sit with uncertainty without letting it steal your peace. And this inner calm is evidence of deep growth, not indifference, not weakness, but maturity. you are learning that not everything needs immediate resolution. Some things only require patience and presence, and as you practice this, your inner voice becomes clearer, less crowded by fear, less interrupted by doubt. You begin to sense direction rather than chase it, guidance rather than pressure, and this shift will quietly transform how you make decisions. You will no longer be pulled in every direction by urgency. Instead, you will move with intention, choosing what aligns rather than what demands attention. My beloved, this is how clarity protects you. It keeps you from wasting energy on paths that look promising but lead nowhere. It guards your heart from attachments that drain rather than build, and it teaches you that peace is a form of wisdom, not avoidance. As you honor this peace, you will find that your energy returns, not in bursts of excitement but in steady strength. You will feel less scattered, more focused, less anxious, more grounded. And this grounded presence will begin to influence those around you. People will feel calmer in your presence without knowing why. Your words will carry weight even when spoken softly. Your silence will offer comfort. Your steadiness will become a refuge. And this is part of your purpose, not to fix everyone, not to carry their burdens, but to reflect what stability looks like when trust is rooted deeply. Understand this clearly. You are not meant to rush ahead of your own healing. You are meant to move forward with it, side by side, letting it inform your choices, your boundaries, and your pace. The more you respect your inner rhythm, the more life will meet you with ease rather than resistance. Doors will open without struggle because you are no longer forcing what is not ready. You are allowing what is aligned to find you naturally. My child, there may be moments when old memories resurface, moments when past pain tries to remind you of who you used to be. Do not fear this. Healing often brings old things to the surface one last time so they can finally release. Meet these moments with compassion, not judgment. Thank them for what they taught you and let them pass. They do not define you anymore. They do not decide your future. They are simply echoes of a season that has ended. And as you let them go, you will feel lighter, not because you forgot, but because you no longer carry the weight of what is finished. Your story is moving forward now, and forward requires openness, trust, and willingness to receive what you once thought was impossible. You are more ready than you realize, more capable than you believe, and more supported than you can see. Even in quiet moments when it feels like nothing is happening, deep alignment is taking place. Your inner world is matching the life you are stepping into, and this harmony will bring a sense of rightness that cannot be explained, only felt. My precious one, continue to speak with hope, continue to choose faith. Continue to walk gently but firmly. You are not behind, you are exactly where you need to be, and what is coming will meet you prepared, just as you have been prepared for it. Stay present, stay open, stay trusting, because this unfolding is not temporary, it is lasting, and I am with you through every moment, guiding, strengthening, and confirming each step as you move forward into all that has been waiting for you. My precious one, those hidden seasons when you felt unseen were not wasted. Every silent prayer you whispered, every tear you wiped away before anyone noticed, every time you chose kindness while feeling empty inside was shaping a strength that could only be formed in quiet places. And though you wondered why relief did not come sooner, I was building depth within you, a depth that cannot be shaken by sudden storms. You learned endurance without realizing it, patience without trying, compassion without effort, and these qualities now live inside you as part of who you are, not something borrowed, not something temporary. And because of this, what lies ahead will not overwhelm you, it will meet you ready. My child, understand this clearly. I never rush my work, I complete it fully, and when something takes time it is because it must grow roots deep enough to last. What is coming into your life is not fragile, it is strong. It will not collapse under pressure, and you will not lose it easily because you are no longer the same person who once feared losing everything. You have learned how to stand even when nothing supports you, you have learned how to trust even when answers were delayed, and now that trust is becoming a steady foundation beneath your steps. Do not underestimate what you carry inside you, for what feels ordinary to you is rare. Many speak of faith, but few live it quietly as you have. Many desire peace, but few learn how to protect it in the middle of uncertainty. You have learned to breathe through discomfort, to move forward while unsure, to remain gentle even when life felt unfair. And this gentleness is not weakness, it is refined strength, it is clarity that does not need to shout, it is confidence that does not need approval. My beloved, there will come moments ahead when others will ask how you remained steady, how you did not break, how you kept going when things were unclear, and you will not have a dramatic answer, only a simple truth, that you chose to keep trusting, step by step, day by day. even when progress felt invisible, and that simple truth will speak louder than explanations. Understand that your journey has already touched lives you will never meet. Your quiet perseverance has created ripples beyond your awareness, unseen encouragement, unseen hope, unseen healing. Nothing offered from a sincere heart is ever lost. Everything finds its place. Everything returns in its proper season, and your season is shifting now. Slowly, gently, but surely. You may not see sudden changes all at once, but you will notice small alignments, doors opening without struggle, clarity arriving without force, peace settling where tension once lived. These are signs that you are moving in harmony with what I have prepared. Do not rush this phase, allow it to unfold naturally, for forcing growth only weakens it. Trust the rhythm I have set. It matches the pace of your healing, your wisdom, and your readiness, my precious one. Remember that growth is not always loud. Sometimes it arrives quietly, disguised as rest, disguised as stillness, disguised as simplicity, and if your life feels calmer than before, do not mistake that for stagnation. Calm is often the ground where the deepest transformation occurs. It is where your spirit recalibrates, where fear loosens its grip, where clarity replaces confusion. I am aligning your inner world with the life you are stepping into, because without inner alignment, outer blessings become burdens, and I do not give burdens, I give purpose, I give life, I give expansion that strengthens rather than drains. You are learning now how to receive without guilt, how to rest without fear, how to believe without constant proof. These are signs of maturity, signs of readiness, signs that you are no longer surviving but preparing to live fully. My child, do not return to old ways of thinking just because they are familiar. Familiarity does not equal truth, and comfort does not always equal safety. Allow your mind to renew, allow your expectations to rise gently, allow hope to breathe again without guarding it so tightly. Disappointment taught you caution, but it does not get to lead your future. Wisdom will guide you now, not fear, and wisdom knows when to open its hands and when to wait. You are not late, you have not missed anything meant for you, nothing has passed you by. Everything essential is still ahead or already forming around you. Trust that timing is not punishment, it is preparation, and preparation is love in action. My beloved, as you move forward, you may feel moments of resistance inside you, old habits questioning new directions, old doubts trying to speak again. Do not fight them harshly, simply acknowledge them and choose differently. Growth does not require force, it requires consistency. Every time you choose trust over fear, clarity over confusion, peace over anxiety, you strengthen the path beneath your feet, and soon that path will feel natural, stable, and sure. You will no longer question every step, you will move with quiet confidence, guided by an inner knowing that does not demand constant reassurance. This is the confidence that cannot be taken from you because it does not come from circumstances, it comes from connection, and that connection remains unbroken, even when you feel tired, even when words feel hard to find, even when silence fills your space. I am still with you, still working, still guiding, still protecting what is unfolding, and when you look back one day, you will not only see how far you have come, you will understand why every pause mattered, why every delay had purpose, why every closed door saved you from what was not aligned. You will see that nothing was random, nothing was wasted, everything was shaping you into someone capable of holding peace, purpose, and fulfillment at the same time. My precious one, stay gentle with yourself as you grow, allow room for rest. Allow room for joy, allow room for change. You do not need to prove your worth through struggle anymore. Your worth is already established, your value is already known, and your future is already held securely. Walk forward now with calm trust, speak with quiet confidence, and live with an open heart, because what you are entering is not a season of loss, it is a season of alignment, clarity, and becoming. And I will continue walking with you through every step, every breath, every unfolding moment, until you fully see what I have always seen in you. My precious one, do you feel a quiet weight inside you, a steady pain from things that happened long ago, a shadow of unfair moments that still clings to your heart and makes peace feel far away? I know this weight, I see the hidden ties that connect you to old hurts, and you think that letting go means forgetting or agreeing with what caused the pain. But listen closely, that is not true. My desire for you is freedom without burden, a light spirit not held down. And this weight is not lifted by force but by one deep and simple choice made in your heart. I ask you to say this truth even if only inside yourself. Say, I believe, and stay with these words, because this choice opens a peace deeper than you can imagine. If you want lasting peace, then build a life that is ready to release and a heart willing to surrender, because a generous spirit creates room for my favor to enter deep within you, and generosity is not only about what you can touch. True giving often comes from quiet care, noticing another's pain and responding with real kindness. Sometimes a gentle word, a look of understanding, or staying close to someone in sadness is enough. I see these small acts as powerful and life-changing. Even if you cannot see their full effect, I remember them. I treasure those who support others because this reflects who I am. Generosity is not only about possessions, it includes kind actions, gentle words, and even the choice to release an old wound. All of these are offerings. And releasing a grievance is a powerful gift. It does not mean you approve of what happened. It means you choose to remove a heavy load from your soul, freeing yourself from anger and resentment, showing that love is stronger than pain. Let giving become a way of life, not something you do only sometimes. Give even when you feel you have little, because real value does not depend on abundance. Listening to someone who feels alone. Standing with someone when others judge, quietly protecting someone who is weak. What feels small to you becomes great in the unseen. You were not made only to receive. My life flows through you into the world, and every time you give, I fill you again. As you release, I renew your spirit with unexpected kindness. Deep understanding comes to those who look beyond themselves, and hidden blessings come to those who choose to give instead of seeking comfort. You will not lack when you share what I guide you to give. Instead, you will see doors open, help appear, and people stand with you. All because you chose kindness even when no one noticed. I see every tear, every kind act, every gentle word, and what I speak now will shape how you face the quiet challenges ahead. Coming close to me is more than habit or routine. It is not only words spoken at certain times, it is the strongest bond you can form, a strength that grows through closeness and removes obstacles from your path. I have already prepared good things for you, but many miss what I place before them because they stop speaking with me. Doubt weakens their courage and waiting drains their hope. But know this truth, your words matter. When you speak to me in trust, even softly, it creates change beyond what you see. Unseen battles are affected, and my power moves when you open your heart. Staying close to me quiets fear, frees you from what holds you back, and clears your way. You may not understand everything now, but if you stay connected, you will know each next step. Do not let tiredness silence your voice, because when you stop speaking with me, your strength fades, not because I leave you, but because you step away from the place where you receive what you need. Do not give up when you are close to seeing your hopes rise. Speak to me with honesty and resolve, not only when emotions surge, but with steady purpose, because constant connection creates protection, strengthens you, and prepares you to hold what I give. You are never alone. I hear you, I respond, I act, I open paths where none seem to exist. But you must walk with me, trusting my strength within you. Even when I seem silent, I am near. Sometimes I pause to see if your deepest desire is simply to be with me, because being with me shapes who you become. Even when things seem calm, I am working, placing everything where it belongs. So release your worries now. Trust fully, speak with belief. My promise cannot be stopped. No door stays closed when I choose to open it. Your words shape the way forward. They either clear the path or block it. So speak with faith. Even before you see proof, choose thoughts that trust me. Remember past times when I made a way. Listen for my gentle guidance. Surround yourself with voices that strengthen your faith. Do not compare your path to others. Your journey is unique and designed with care. Value simple blessings, because quiet gifts prepare you for greater ones. Letting go does not mean losing hope. It means placing your future in my hands, which brings peace and freedom. Challenges do not mean I am displeased. They grow your strength and deepen your trust. Your life is part of a greater design. Stay open to unexpected help. Be ready to act on what I show you, because belief shown through action places you where my favor waits. People around you will change. Some will rise with you. Others will fall away. This is natural. I was not only preparing blessings, I was preparing you. And the timing is perfect. You are nearing a turning point that will change your direction. Old burdens will lose their power. Clarity will come, and you will move with balance. Your rise is not to prove yourself but to reveal my purpose in you. Every step shaped who you are now. Even when you felt lost, you were being guided. Your strength is greater than you know, and you are entering a time where your story will make sense as one whole. Even when life felt heavy and joy seemed gone. Even when you stayed strong for others while hurting inside, those moments were shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing you for what is now unfolding.